Hello, this is an introduction video for the developmental math classes at TCC. Since both my Math 0028 and Math 0018 courses use the same material, not same materials, but the same programs, this video is good for both classes. So here is how you're going to get started. I'll be your tour guide to get you through getting into Canvas and seeing all about WebAssign and what all you can expect from the class. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is to go to the TCC website, which is www.tcc.fl.edu. Now, most of the time, the WebAssign program, which is what we're going to use for math, usually works better with Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. So I usually use Chrome when I'm working in WebAssign. That seems to work really well. Oh, here we go. We need to turn that off. Okay. All right. So back to what we were doing. When you go to the TCC website, the first thing you're going to do is click on Resources. And that's where you can find all kinds of good stuff about the class and things that you need to do. So now we need to go down. All right. I'm learning how to scroll with a pen and it's making me crazy. Okay, so click on Canvas, class login for Canvas. And you're going to sign in to your account, which you're going to, at the time, you'll put in your TCC email address. Now remember, your email address ends with mymail.tcc.fl.edu. And then it will ask for your password, so you go ahead and sign in. And what should come up is a dashboard of all the classes that you're in for the semester. You just have to bear with me because this, I think this was one of the first laptops that was ever built in the entire world. So it's pretty slow. Okay, so we're going to be using my Math 18 web class as the program that, or the shell that we're going to go into, but you'll click on your math class. It'll say Math 18 or Math 28. You'll only have one. I get to have the luxury of having 5 math classes. Woohoo! So anyway, click on your math class. Is it going? Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Now, this is what the home page looks like for most of the developmental math classes. So you have your home page, and then you can also click on announcements. And when you go there, let's see, did this smart person put an announcement? Did I? I can't remember. And this is also from my fall class, so it probably says something about the final exam. But that's where, yep, final exam. So this is where you will see announcements. They'll pop up if they're new that week. Also, when we post announcements in Canvas, you'll get a notification, especially if you set it up on your phone. I'm not really sure how to do that, but I'm sure there's, if you click on IT help back on that resource page, it'll show you how to do all kinds of stuff that you can get connected to your phone. So that's where you'll see announcements. Now, the main button that you're going to be using in this class is modules. That's where everything that you're going to be learning from is located, okay, is under modules. So we're going to look at modules. Once again, bear with me with the time, with the computer. It's coming up, I think. I don't know. Somebody tell a joke. Who knows? Let's see if we can get this going here. Okay, here we go. All right, so we have How Do I Get Started, which is a good PDF of materials and a how-to list of how to get into WebAssign, which apparently doesn't want to respond. We will see. Recover web page. I'm so sorry. Stand by. We are having technical difficulties. So let's see if we can go back up here and get this to work. I hope you got like a sandwich and a drink so you can, have a snack while you're watching this video because good grief. And it's probably going to shut everything down. I don't know. Let's see what happens. It's waiting. We're all waiting. So let me think if I can think of a joke. Oh, well, now we're back to resources. Okay, so click on resources again. One of these days this will all work wonderfully. And then you want to go to Canvas and log in again, just like we did earlier. Okay. Your classes will come up, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to click on our math class. Patience is the key, that's for sure. Now, click on modules. Maybe. Okay, we just have to give it time. Here we go. Okay, so how do I get started is basically a worksheet that shows you how to get started with WebAssign. Okay, so I'm going to give it just a second to see if any more stuff is going to load or if that's it. I think that's it. There we go. Now everything's up. Okay, so how do I get started? When we look at that, you will see. Oh my gosh, this laptop is killing me. Okay, yes, here it tells you what to do to get started in the class. So one of the main things you want to do, there is a syllabus button over on our left. Over here you can see it. You want to click that, and if you have access to a printer, I would definitely print it out and read it. That is basically your contract with the class, and it also has all of your due dates for the entire semester so that you know when everything is due and all that. And I also send announcements every week to let you know, hey, this is what's happening this week, this is what's going to be due. But it's nice to print out that syllabus, and I just keep the pacing schedule that's at the back taped by my computer so that I know what's going on, and I think that's a good idea for you to do, and that way you can see what you've got to do that week. So that's the first thing, just to help you get started. Now, the next thing that we're going to get into is looking at getting into WebAssign. So cross your fingers. I'm hoping this is going to work because we've tried it before and it hasn't. Not the WebAssign didn't work, but me trying to go in as a student. And it looks like it's not going to let us do it the way I wanted it to. But when you are at modules and you click on the WebAssign button, when you click on that, the first thing it's going to tell you is it's going to ask you to create an account. Okay. Now, if you are brand new to WebAssign, you will go ahead and click Create Account, and you will put in your TCC email as your username, and then you create your own password. So whatever password you create, you need to make sure that you remember it, because that's going to be your password to get into WebAssign. So you may need that at certain points when we take tests later on in the semester. So you may not need it, but make sure you make a note of it just in case it is needed. So if you have been in WebAssign before, those of you who are in the 28 class and you took Math 18 last semester and you used WebAssign, or if for some reason you're repeating the class and you already have a WebAssign account, you can just click log in or sign in and go ahead and just go back in. If you can't remember your password from last semester, there is a place where you can type in your email and then click forgot password, and they will send you a link to be able to reset your password. So what you're seeing now is basically my side of WebAssign. I thought it was going to let me do, oh wait a minute, open student view. Oh, I found something new here. Maybe this will work. Probably not. I probably should have been in student view from the beginning. So we will see what happens. But anyway, when you are going into WebAssign, the first 14 days, while we're waiting for this stupid computer to work, the first 14 days are free. So there is absolutely no reason for anybody to not get into WebAssign right off the bat. So people who tell me, oh, my financial aid hasn't gone through yet, I can't do WebAssign, baloney. Okay, you can get into WebAssign right now, 14 days free. After 14 days, you either have to pay with a debit card or a credit card and pay online to get your access, which is about 80 bucks. Or if you're getting financial aid, you must purchase the access code through the bookstore this first week. This is when they can actually see your financial aid. After the first week, they will make you pay out of pocket, and then you have to wait for your financial aid to come in to pay yourself back. So you definitely want to do the financial aid thing the first week if possible. So let me try one thing here that I think I should have done at the beginning. I feel like some of these YouTube people that just don't know what the heck they're doing when they do a video. So this is the first time I've tried to do an introduction video, and it's a big fail so far. Hopefully not too bad. Okay, so let's go back to modules and see if it'll give me a different look now that I'm in student view. We'll see. Okay, so let me let this page load. It's got to do all its thing. And we will look at WebAssign again because I'm hoping that it will let me log in as a student, not as a teacher. And that way I can show you more about what you will expect to see or can expect to see. All right, cross your fingers. Here we go with WebAssign. We'll see. Oh, we need the Jeopardy theme playing about right now. Or maybe crickets. Aha! Yay! Success! Okay, so let's do this as if I am a brand new person. Okay, and I'm going to click Create Account. And you type in your email address. Okay, so I'm just going to use one of my home email addresses so that I can hopefully come up with something. Okay, test student, yes. All right, birth year. Ooh, I was just born. No, I'm not telling you when I was born. So, ha ha. You'd have to subtract. Most of you don't like to do that anyway, right? Nobody does. So let's make me very young. Yeah, a lot younger than I am. All right, so I want to know you don't want to receive garbage from them. Okay, now this is where you set up your own password. Okay, so let's see. Let's make up a password here. And then just make sure that you remember it because you may need it when you want to get into oh, okay, so we have to have at least one capital letter. Ah, oh my gosh. All right, let's see here. Well, see, this is going to show you the things that may happen to you, so maybe this is a good thing. I don't know. When you watch this video and it's 3 hours long, we'll see. If we can just get into WebAssign, we'll be good to go. So, all right, let's let it load. WebAssign, one more time. See what we're doing here. Maybe if my dean sees this video, they'll pop for a new laptop for me. That would be pretty cool. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, so we're going to try and create an account again. All right, back to where we were. Oops. Okay, and then no on that. Type in a password. Apparently you have to have a capital letter. So we'll see here. And then re-enter your password. So make sure you write it down somewhere or that use one that you won't forget. And then agree to the terms of use. And we're going to create an account. Oh my gosh, they won't let me be born this year. How rude. All right, well, let's say I was born in 2001. Okay, it's actually the year my kid was born. Okay, create account. Oh, now what's it saying? Something else is going on here that it doesn't like. Let's see what's going on. Matches an existing Cengage account. Oh my gosh. Okay. They are right. That can't work there. Okay, so let's try, oh, wait. Nope. Sign my husband up for class. He'll just love that. Okay. Let's see if this will work. And we're going to create an account. All right. One more time. We'll see if this is going to actually work. I hope. Let's see what's happening. I'm sorry there's so much oh, this is so cool. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. So excited. Okay, so this is what you're going to see when you go into WebAssign. Okay, now it says past assignments. Now obviously yours is going to say current assignments because this is from a class from the fall, and yours will say up in the right hand corner over here, it'll say spring 2019. Okay, so and I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Susan Wessner. I'm your teacher, the crazy person. I'm so sorry. I didn't tell you who's been talking to you this whole time. Just some strange woman. So anyway, you'll be able to see all of your assignments. Okay, they will come up. And basically, let me see if they're going to come up and I can show you what we're talking about here. When you're working in WebAssign, you're going to be doing both homework and quizzes. Okay, so like right here, it has 1.1 homework right here. You click on it. Let's just go ahead and click on it. This was a test student, so he didn't do anything. Lazy bum. So you click on the homework. And the homework and quizzes mirror each other. So whatever, say if there's 15 questions in the homework, there's 15 questions in the quiz. And they're very similar. Same type of questions, just different numbers. So you'll go down and see this one has 20 questions. And the first thing you want to do, and I'll show you about the videos in just a minute, but you're going to click and do, since this one was way past its due date, you'd have to practice another version. And so it says place the correct symbol between the numbers below. And then it will give you a different problem to try if you've already tried it a bunch of times, or if you want to just practice some more. You can always keep practicing on that. Now with the homework, you can do the homework as many times as you want to. So the idea here, and because there was only 2 actual answers there, less than or greater than, there's not another version. But that's because this is past the due date. So whenever it's past the due date, you can go back and work over stuff, but that doesn't change your grade that was recorded on the due date. So that's important to know. Homework, practice as many times as you want to. Quizzes, one shot only. So you want to make sure when you sit down to do a quiz that the dog's not barking and your best friend's not banging on the door and you're not doing it in the middle of a lightning storm. I have so many people, oh, my computer went out because I was doing quiz in the middle of that big thunderstorm last night. So, be smart when you decide to take your quizzes. So that's what the homework will look like, and the quiz is just like that. Okay, so you'll see that type of thing. Now, I want to go back to, this is probably going to take me out of everything, which is not going to make me happy, but we'll see. So let's go back to start here. So in WebAssign, those are the 2 things that you'll be working on weekly. It's the homework and the quizzes. Now, we don't expect you to just do homework and quizzes without instruction. And this is the main thing. So many people jump in and they start doing homework and they're like, I don't understand this stuff. And I'll send an email back and I'll say, well, did you watch the video? And the student says, well, what video? And oh my gosh, I spent so much time making these videos, so I really hope that you will take the time to watch them because that is where all of the instruction is. Okay, so please make sure that you go in and do the videos, okay, and watch the videos. So let me go back to WebAssign real quick. Let's see if it's gonna put me back to where I have to. I think once you have created your account, that it just takes you right into WebAssign the next time through. Yep, it sure did. This is so cool. Okay, so there are some personal study plans. You can look at that if you want to. You don't have to. But as far as past assignments go, this will say current assignments now with your class. But I want you to see there's homework, there's quizzes, okay? And then further down, the other thing that you will see in WebAssign is you will have a practice test at I think they're all at the bottom of all the assignment sheets, of all the assignment lists. Let's see if we can get to where, yes, here we go. Practice test 1, practice test 2, practice test 3, and 4. And those practice tests are in the workbook that you need to buy that goes along with this course. You only can get that from the TCC bookstore. It's about 20 bucks or so. those practice tests are in your book, and those are videos that go through. I went through with the Math 18 and did all the practice tests. Okay, so those are videos of me going through those practice tests. Now, there's also a practice final exam. Okay, so now if you look up here, there are tests 1, 2, 3, and 4. So everything is done online. And the one thing that is different now, we just started this last semester, we have a new system that we use for testing, just for tests, not for the homework and quizzes, but just for tests, called HonorLock. And basically what it is it's a test proctoring system. To use this system, you will have to have a webcam. Now, if you do not have a webcam, you can come to the TCC library and use the webcams on computers there. Or if you prefer, you can check out a webcam from the library. You can keep it for 2 days and take it home and use it at home. It's up to you. Either way, you can, or if your computer has a webcam, you're good to go. So basically what this proctoring service does is you have to have the webcam on, and you go into HonorLock and you'll click on the test, and then it will have you it takes your picture, and then you have to show your picture, a picture ID, either a driver's license or a TCC ID, so that we know that you and your ID match, and we can read that that's you. And then you scan your workplace. So you take your webcam and you show us your desk and around the area, that, you know, because basically we're checking to make sure you're not cheating. That's the only person you're cheating is yourself. So basically that's what the HonorLock does. And then you have to keep the webcam on the entire time you take the test, because they're proctoring you while you're taking your test. So it is a nice convenience. The main thing that is that students really like about HonorLock, it's free. Before, if you wanted to use a proctoring service at home, you had to pay for it. And now this is free. So as long as you have a webcam, or you can check one out from TCC, you can take your test anywhere, as long as you do all the stuff that's required of you, taking your picture, your ID picture, stuff like that. So students really like that, because they don't have to make appointments with the testing center anymore, or pay proctoring services or anything. So it is a really cool system. We are starting to be able to use it very well, and it also keeps you from standing in line at the testing center, which we had huge long lines, because now you can just do it at home. So basically this is what you're going to be working in every week, is with WebAssign, homework and quizzes. Okay. So, and remember, 14 days free, and then after that you got to pay up. Okay, so if you've already bought a WebAssign access code in the past, it is still good. You do not need to buy a second access code. You will automatically be, checked off as being paid. Okay, so don't worry about that. All right, so on with the stuff in Canvas here. The next thing is syllabus. And under there is a copy of your syllabus, and so that's what you should download and print. Okay, and make sure that you keep that pacing schedule somewhere close by. If you keep a planner, write down all your tests and details and everything there. See, here's our syllabus. Okay, and so the Math 18 and Math 28 classes, it's all set up the same. Okay, so you'll see the same thing in both sections in your Canvas shell also. Now, the next thing, let's see, let me go back to modules, because there was something else I needed to show you there. Sorry that I kind of got out of order there. Come on, modules. It's taking its time. Okay, here we go. All right, so there's also a handout, another handout on getting started with WebAssign, if you need help getting into that. What needs to be completed each week? That basically tells you that, you need to go in. Now, the first thing that you're going to be doing is you're going to be watching a video. Okay, so those of you in the Math 18 class, I apologize now for the bad jokes that I tell in my videos. Those are me. If you'll hear the voice and go, oh my God, it's her again. Does she ever shut up? No, I don't. So you'll be watching the videos. See, this is what it talks about, lesson videos, okay? And then you'll do the homework and then take the quiz. And occasionally there's going to be 4 discussion questions. They're very simple throughout the semester, and you do those. Whatever week it's due, you have to answer the discussion question by Sunday, okay? And they're not hard questions. One of them is like, why are you taking the class online instead of on campus? You know, or another one might be, what's some time management concepts or tips that you use to help you stay on track, things like that. They're not going to be like, where did the Pythagorean theorem come from? It's gonna be all just regular stuff, nothing crazy. So that's basically what you're working on each week. Okay. Now let's see the next thing coming up. Should be the contextualized problems. Now, basically, these just are some problems that we have put into the Canvas shell so that you can see that the math you're doing can be applied to your everyday life. Now, would most people do this in their everyday life? Probably not. But there's some applications there, you know, in case you're interested to see, because people always ask, when am I ever going to use this? Well, here you go. You're going to use them right there. All right, the next thing. And we don't want to watch all those things. We want to cancel that. So whatever that was. There's some study tips, especially the test taking ones. Oh my gosh, those are really good tips on helping you take tests. So you might want to look through those. Next. It's taking its time. Okay, tech support. Now, this gives you the phone number for WebAssign. It also gives you the numbers for the TCC Help Desk. If you do get locked out, there is a way to, if you're locked out of the whole website, that's pretty bad. But if you can get to the website and you're locked out of your account, if you go to Resources and then click on IT Help, you can usually reset your password or unlock your account on your own, which is pretty cool because then you don't have to wait on the phone with IT waiting for and hearing all the music or the commercials about TCC. So that's kind of cool. So let's go back. Let's see. Let's go back to modules for a sec. That's our tech support information. Now, let's see. The next thing are the learning outcomes for both 18 or 28, depending on which class you're in. Come on, here we go. All right, and you can read those if you want. They're kind of boring, but they're there. Now, this is the main thing that you're going to be looking at every week. Other than WebAssign, you're going to come down here to videos. Okay, the ones that are in the black print, those are the ones that were done for the 18. Sorry, I hope you didn't hear that phone ring. Those are done for the Math 18 class by me, and the ones for the Math 28 class were done by Mr. McNally, who's an excellent teacher, and Mrs. Hannawell, who is also an excellent teacher. So they are both really good teachers, and they made the other videos. They're probably not as goofy as mine, that's for sure. I think whoever was ringing my phone finally hung up. Okay, so let's just click on the section 1.1 video real quick. I am not going to make you watch it because, torture. That's your job for when you get into the class on Monday and get started and watch it for real. So what you want to do is when you're watching these videos, you want to have your handy dandy student workbook that you bought from the bookstore open and on your desk so that you can write in your book along with me in the video, okay, or with Miss Hannawell or Mr. McNally. So if you click on this video, it comes up, hopefully, maybe. Okay, here we go. It's so exciting. The anticipation is killing me. All right, maybe not. Okay, so it's 15 minutes. Here's something you need to know. Do you have to watch the whole video at one time? No. Some of these videos, oh my God, some of them are like 45 minutes, close to an hour. That is a long time to listen to me talk. So if you get bored or if I put you to sleep, please turn off your computer and take a nap and then go back to it later because you do need to listen to it all. And I do go through, all the material and things you need to see, and it tells you everything. This is section 1.1 of Math 18. So here you can hear me. Today we're looking at an introduction to integers. Susan squared. So we have two objectives. It's very scary. Okay, we're going to make her shut up. To use. Stop. Okay, that's torture. So those are all the videos that you will be watching throughout the entire semester. Okay, and they, like I said, they go along with each workbook, with the workbook, and you write in your workbook, and then there's a place for you to try some problems, and you try those, and then I show you how to do them, and so it all works. So basically, it's like me teaching the class, except you don't see me. You just hear me, and you see what I write on the video screen. Okay, so. Back to modules. This thing is not responding. No. Okay, good. Yes, here we go. All right, so we have the videos. And then down underneath there, there's some videos that are in blue. And those are from Khan Academy, which is an online program where the guy talks, he'll do like one or two problems. You know, those are just little extra, it's just extra material and supplemental material to help you out in case you need some more help with that. So, let's go back up a minute. And that's basically everything that's in modules. And you'll see if you keep scrolling down, Unit 1 videos, Unit 2, Unit 3, Unit 4, and so on. Okay? Now, discussions. This is where 4 times during the semester you will have discussion questions that you will need to answer. Okay? Basically, when you have a discussion question, you just come over here and we're waiting for the discussions to load. Okay. Now, some of these, let's just look at discussion board 4. Okay. So, there's all kinds of stuff. We had hurricanes last semester and it was crazy. So, this is the last question. Discuss what you have liked most about the class and what you have liked the least. Also mention what part of the class has been the most helpful to you. And so basically what you're going to do is I guess you wait for this to load. It's going to take a minute because there was a bunch of replies. But each question is a little bit different. There's no required length. The only thing you have to do is whatever day it's due, it'll be on a Sunday because all of your assignments are due on Sundays, okay, at midnight. But basically, you go in and you're just going to say, and because it's already been due, there's no reply button, okay, here. So, but there will be a button for you to click and say reply, and then you type and you hit post, and boom, you're done, okay? So, the main thing is, you know, if you have any problems with any of the navigation of getting around in Canvas or getting into WebAssign or anything like that, the first thing you should do is immediately send me an email. Okay. Last semester I had a lot of students who were talking to each other, which is great. There's a thing on here where you can chat with a classmate, but a lot of the things they were asking were really questions that they should have asked me, not another student, because the other student may know the answer, but they may not. And I definitely know the answer because I'm the teacher. So that's one thing that, you know, you would definitely want to take advantage of, always sending me emails, because I check my email like a crazy person. I check it so often it's ridiculous. So just make sure that if you have any questions, you know, send them to me so that we can get you straightened out and make sure everything's okay. Now, one of the things that is not listed in here, because we didn't use it at the end of the semester, is Honor Lock. And so in our new Canvas shell for this semester, you will see Honor Lock, and we have to figure out the details of how to use it because they have changed it a little bit since last semester. So as soon as I know, you will know. Okay, but you can see all the different discussions and that were done last semester, and they talked to each other a lot. But see, chat with a classmate, that is something you can do. And a lot of people were very encouraging to each other, things like that. So it was great. But just make sure that if it's a question that you don't understand something or you don't know what to do, please send me an email, okay? Because that is the quickest way to get in touch with me, and, you know, let me know what's going on, and we'll get you straightened out and on the right track. So I think that is pretty much it. Oh, wait, let's a couple more things. Smart Thinking is online tutoring. This is available 24/7. So if you're crazy and you do math at 3 a.m., which is when most normal people sleep, and you need a question answered, you can go online and they have tutors available 24/7, which to me is just crazy. But you type in a question, and now a lot of times they'll try and get you to talk about what you did the first time or how you tried to figure it out, to see where you're going and kind of what your level of understanding is, but they will help you with some problems. So it just depends. Sometimes you get a really good person that can totally explain it to you, and other times you'll get someone that just kind of skips some steps and you're not much better off than when you started. But this is a whole thing with smart thinking, so you just click into it and go from there, and you can talk to a tutor anytime they have a live chat. I think that's it. The grades will be posted in both WebAssign and in Canvas this semester. That's a change. So I will be posting the grades in both places. You will see them. If at first we're having to work on the Canvas gradebook, so at first it may only be in WebAssign, but I will let you know for sure if they're not going to be posted in Canvas right away. I will let you know that. So quizzes, you don't really need to worry about that. That is something that's totally only on my side of the fence, as far as it's not your WebAssign quizzes, so don't worry about that. The main thing, like I said, is modules. Going to WebAssign, well, first you're going to go to the video, watch the video, make sure you understand it, then go to the homework in WebAssign, do it, make 100, because there's no reason not to, because you have as many times as you need to take it, and then take the quiz and make 100 on that too. And then everybody gets an A, and ooh, all is right with the world. So I want to welcome you to the class. I'm sorry this video was so long. It's my first attempt at doing an introduction like this, so I hope you enjoyed it, and if not, no, I'm just kidding. But if there are ways that I can make this better, please let me know, because I could go through this torture once again and redo it. But welcome to the class, and have a great semester, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.